You can actually get on their website. They have a ton of various videos.
What their website?
It's love146.org.
Love146.org.
Yeah. They have a ton of videos where they talk about what they do, their history, all kinds of stuff. And in a couple of their videos, they talk about their story, why they're named 146. Two of the people who kind of founded the organization,
The best streamer of all time.
two of the people who founded the organization, right before they did, they actually went overseas. I can't remember what country they went to, but they went overseas and they actually infiltrated a brothel themselves. Like the two of them and one other person.
Got kidnapped on purpose?
No, they didn't get kidnapped. They went in like they were buyers.
They bought humans?
No, they didn't. They went to go check it out.
That's crazy. That sounds hilariously dangerous as well.
Well, yeah. But what they did is they went in and they saw. Basically, it was like one big room with a glass window in the middle of it, and on one end were all these people who had menus. On the other hand were all these children, and all the children were just mindlessly like watching TV, and they all had a tag with some kind of number on it. Except there was, well, first off, like the people who went in there were absolutely like horrified, not only of what was going on around them, but having to pose as the very thing.
Yeah, how do you keep a straight face during all that?
Exactly.
Is there there's a movie being made about this, right? There has to be.
I don't know, but
at least one episode of CSI or something.
But the reason their name is Love 146 is because in the midst of all of that, all of the children, they were like so mindless. Because one of the things that the people who enslave them do is they'll get them really hooked on drugs. They'll basically just make them as mindless as possible to dehumanize them. But there was one girl who they guess was new to the brothel, and she was like very like defiant and adamant. Yeah. And she just stood on the edge of the other room and just stared at everyone through the glass.
Yo.
Just with this like stone cold face, and her tag was 146.
Oh.
And shortly after, they worked with the government, the people who went in, and they took down the brothel, and they rescued a bunch of the kids, except the girl who had the tag 146 wasn't there.
And do we know where she is now?
No, they never.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that's why they're called Love 146, and that's what they do.
How did you hear about this organization?
When I was a senior in high school, at youth group, we had a group of college kids who were volunteering, helping out youth group. And one night they had the night to talk, and a bunch of them were supporters of Love 146 and did various events to raise money for them. And they had a whole night where they talked to us about it, and just from the very beginning, I was just really drawn to it, wanted to support them. And so I started doing events. We did various events where we did a benefit concert.
Okay.
We did raffles. We sold food. Since coming to Johnson, we've done various events. One of which was being smashed.
Between the like 3 or 4 of these that we had, we must have raised over $1,000, right?
Between the 3 smash events we've done, we've raised I think 700, counting today.
That's awesome.
We've raised 700.
Wow, so we basically raised like 50% of what we raised total today. That's good. The event seems to be growing. That's awesome.
It's huge.
It would have been crazy had the snow not hit us.
Yeah, that's for sure.
All right, so what can people in the chat? We got a few people in the chat. This will be up on YouTube. Anybody who's watching the VOD, sorry we're not talking about the match. This seems a little more important. What can people do to support this organization if they are touched by it? We got a little, what is this one? We got some Bible thumps in the chat.
The biggest thing, honestly, is just awareness. Human trafficking, just in general, today is at its largest. Slavery is larger today than it ever has been before. And the majority of that slavery is in sex trafficking.
That's interesting. You don't see it. It's like in invisible ways. You know?
Yeah, definitely. And it's very prevalent here in the U.S., too. People think that this happens like overseas in other countries, but it's very prevalent in the U.S. Mm-hmm. The biggest thing that they can do is awareness. That's one of the reasons why we do these events. We've done events before that didn't even raise money, but it was just events where we could talk to people about it and let people know. The other thing is to check out the website, love146.org.
Linked in the chat for you plebs who don't like to type.
Yeah, they've got all kinds of things. Watch their videos. They'll make you cry. But watch their videos. They've got all kinds of different ways where you can help support them, from raising money to awareness. I think they even they have all of the details about what they're currently doing. And I do believe that the house that I talked about earlier, that
Where is that being built?
I'm trying to think. I can't remember for sure, just because it's been so long. I want to say that they built it in India, but I can't remember.
Oh wow, I'm a terrible white person, and I just assumed it would be somewhere in America because I'm a jerk. No, when you say like this organization we're raising money for is building a house, I'm like, oh yeah, like in like where, Kentucky?
No,
friggin' Bangladesh.
They're a global organization. They do everything though. They really do work everywhere.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. We can do something as silly as play video games for whatever slight positive impact we can make.
Oh yeah.
Makes spending this ludicrous amount of wasted money on streaming equipment worth it. If we can reach just one of you, Robo Butler. Can we get the rare quad Bible thump in the chat? Also, never said it. I believe, I'm going to look like an idiot if I'm wrong, but I believe I saw that you have some pending nuptials in the future. I was wrong, wasn't I?
Oh, that I'm getting married?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm getting married, yeah.
You look like I thought I was wrong, but you just don't know what nuptials means.
No,
Congratulations to Kman for winning this set.